Okay, guys, we are back with a new stream of the week. Uh, since new week is starting, and let's start with the analysis of BTC right now. We did an analysis last week, and it was pretty good. However, things didn't play out exactly like they should have. So let's go. Right. So we decided two alternatives for the BTC last week. One of them was the retest of this range high and breakout marked like this. And the other alternative was the retest of the range high, rejection back, and then we are coming down. Since the first one didn't play out, so we are left with the second alternative, which was the rejection, um, uh, and then came back to the range EQ, which is marked at 9301. So what do we have in mind for the next week? Well, by the look of it, you can see that we pretty much are ranging between two range EQs. If you see here, we have range low marked at 8517 and the rate high marked at somewhere 110K. And since BTC hasn't decided to go up, so we are left with the second alternative, which is to go down. Now, if we look at it, the price usually ranges between the two liquidity points. We have a liquidity, we have the sell liquidity here, right? And we have side liquidity. We have a buy side liquidity here. Now, since the price has tapped the sell liquidity once and didn't reclaim this area, so there's pretty much large resistance in this region. So that is very difficult to surpass this. So what I'm expecting for this week is the price should retest and reclaim the low buy side liquidity, which is very much important if we have to go up. Right? We are currently ranging between this range EQ. What I'm expecting is the failure of this region. We might retest it from the bottom, and then we will go down to this range low. There could be a wick below this range low, maybe this area, and then we will continue our way up. This is only if we get to this parcel liquidity and reclaim this range low. Only then we can think of longing this area. However, if it doesn't happen, we might be going down further. Right? Now, what do we have at the bottom of this range? If you see on a daily chart, we have an order block, or we can see a liquidity in this region. Right. Mark needs 7600. If we went down this region, and then if we didn't reclaim this area, if this doesn't happen, we might head to this void, this region, which is very much less likely because we have two order blocks here, this one and then this one. These wick shows we have buying orders here lined up. So this region explains that most likely scenario would be the liquidity hunt below this region, the reclaim of the range low, and then we might head up. So this is the one alternative which I'm looking at. There has been a short opportunity here as well. If we reclaim this area, this is most likely, if we didn't reclaim this range high, this is most likely a rejection. So we will then head low here, and then we might go there. So if I completely lined up the alternatives here, this is something like this. That's my trade plan for next week for BTC. Yes. So this pretty much explains what I'm expecting with BTC in the next coming days. It is only possible if we break this range. Unless we break this range, I'm not going to trade it. However, if we retest this 9700 area, I would short it to this liquidity region here, and then I will long it here and targeting this sell 50. So this is my plan for the BTC. If we look at Ethereum, same story, similar to that of ETH. We didn't reclaim this range EQ. I've lined this region from the last week and we have failed to claim this region. We have failed to reclaim this range EQ here. So unless we do so, I'm not longing it. And again, two liquidity areas are marked here as well. We have buy side liquidity in this region, sell side liquidity in this region. Sell side liquidity tapped once here, rejected, didn't claim this area. So now we are going to get this liquidity from the below. This is my plan for Ethereum as well. And if we didn't reclaim this range low and failure of this range would take us here in this one. You might move some here and then we go out. So plans for Ethereum would be again range low, retest of the range low, reclaim the range, and then we head up. Second alternative would be retest of the range low, rejection, and then we go down. Since second alternative is less likely, but you can't identify what is to happen. So you should expect both ways you can trade. This is pretty much what I'm expecting for BTC and Ethereum. Some alts which have lined up for me. Let's have a quick review. ADA we discussed last week as well, and my advice was that I'm waiting for a good buy here. So we can either have a buy here, or we can either have a buy near this OT region. So these are two alternatives where I'm going to buy ADA. Until then, I'm not in trade. Okay, this plays out well, and we have closed this trade since last week. I'm not looking to enter this trade right now since BTC is going down and also all shaky. Let's wait for this as well. Algo. It did goes up, but it will close above. So unless close above this HTF SR level, once we reclaim this area, which is high time from SR level, then I'm thinking for price expansion. Unless there is no close above this area, there's no price expansion. So I'll wait it out. Okay, this setup I've been looking at since this week. We have a good price action here. So for entry, I would wait for ARM to reclaim this trend line. Once it does, so I'm expecting a price expansion. Unless the price closes above this area, I'm not taking any trade in this at all. We have exited Atom last week. We did pretty good. We have a reclaim of SR level. This will be our good trade in coming days. We can wait for an idle entry here, and then we move up. In this area, at least we are expecting this region. So this region here, and maximum this region here. It's a long shot, but sooner or later it's going to happen. We just want price to act bullish here. So we might take entry here in this region. and then we'll wait for the reclaim of this level. So if I see anything interesting, I'll post it in the channel. But for now, the price has reclaimed this as a level, so it is acting bullish. So we can bet Alex BRT. This trade went well, pretty good. Hit our targets. Everything is coming down due to BTC current movement, so just wait for BTC to done its thing, and then we'll take some entries into the orders. But by the look of it, the price is acting bullish. We have reclaimed this area, and if we do close above here, I'm expecting the price to go this. Next, what we have here is FTM going pretty solid, right? Even though BTC is acting all bearish, this is going pretty good, pretty decent, and I'm expecting very good gains out of it. My entry was here, 61 cents. Here. This is pretty decent gains. We were waiting for this to break out, and since it has breakout, so I'll take my chances with this. I'll wait for the higher prices to come. First target would be this region, 87 here. Then we might tap this area, and if it didn't reject it here, we might tap here. All right, so I'm expecting a rejection from this location, maybe here, and then we might head up. This is going to be some most likely price action. There will be a rejection because this is a three-day order block. This one, pretty solid order block, so there must be price action. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah. This is the target one, and this is where I'm heading target two. This is my target one. This region. This is target two. Okay, I'm putting a fib here. Right. Fib is placed. So if this is our target, we can get a re-entry that will delete the old lines here. Default settings. Let me change it to default. This. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Here. That's been laid out. Ideal entry should be here. Okay, how do we delete this separation? Thank you. 1.618. Yeah, this aligns with my target here. This one, this area aligns with my previous targets, and then we might have a rejection here. So maybe this region, and then we might hit higher. Yeah, I know. Okay, so moving on to other setups, we have IOST did a pretty decent breakout. We were waiting for the setup in our past stream, and this week it has done its thing. We end up with Let's say 40% profits. Wow, not bad at all. So you just have to wait for the right moves to come, and they do pay out pretty well. Anything particular I have in mind? Yeah, this one. This one came out today, and again we have a trendline breakout. Very good sign of expansion, price expansion. So what I'm waiting is the price to close above this trend line on daily at least. So if it does, we are going to take position right on the retest of this, and this is what I'm targeting at least TP2 45% there, and this is most likely the scenario I'll be waiting for. I think position right there above TP1, the retail have a decent shot of 10%, and we can target TP2, TP3. This is what I have in mind for FANG for the coming days. TP2 is most likely a target. TP2 in this 3665 sets is most likely a target for the community. I'll save it, and I'll share it in the channel once we have a breakout, a confirmed breakout of this trend. Okay, quickly moving on. XVG, you don't have to say it's really nice structure. I shared a similar structure to Zell. We made 50% of the score. Very nice schemes. Similar to that of Zell. So I was expecting a expansion of the price. And again, you can take entry in this as well. Let me layer out the fibs again. Okay, this is 618 is the most likely target, which always take a re-entry here. This is a re-entry. Somewhere 66, 65. This is a re-entry. Since BTC is acting bearish, so we can have a chance to re-entry in this all again. So re-entry would be near this SR level. I was waiting for 76, but the price is giving me discounts and discounts. 72 is very good price. Enter again to XVG. So if it comes to this region, I'll be taking another position here. Since this point aligns with the 0.79 fib area, so most likely I'll re-entry here. The price is discounted, right? Okay, it's done from crypto side. There are three setups I'll be looking at, 3 or 4 setups I'll be looking at for the next week in Forex. I've lined out my buys pretty neatly here. Okay, what do we have here? Let's break down this trade. I put a fib here, right? A daily fib here. So if you see this area, this is basically the overbought region, right? And this region down 0.75 to 1 is the oversold region. Since we are in the overbought region, so anything that going up, so all the price moving up, it is for shorting, right? And since we didn't close above the range mean of this overbought region, range mean I've marked this range mean here 1.3853, since we didn't close above it, so that means we are bearish right now, right? And since after this total breakout, we have a daily order block. So we have a daily order block here, minimal here. This is a daily order block. So we are targeting this area. Minimum we are targeting this area for another price movement. Well, let's see how this is going to play out. But for now, let's go down. So the setup played out pretty neatly from the last week. We have a long hair, we have shorted hair, then a long hair, the shorted hair, and then I'm long from this region. Why I'm long this region? We have a four-hour order block in this area. So what do we have? We have a liquidity in this region. This region is basically the liquidity resting in this area. So how we have a link posted there. Let me check. Link posted there. Which way? Back to our frame. Okay. So what I've been telling from the start, the price basically ranges between the two liquidity areas. Since we had the buy side liquidity in this region, as we have tapped a 4-hour order block here, and then again we have another order block here, and the price reacted pretty neat from this. We have a 4-hour kind of close here, so what I'm expecting the price to go up to this area. Since Mondays are for manipulation, so we will be taking positions here, right, in this region. For now, I'm long from this area. I'll be closing my long here, maybe here, and then I have some shorts threaded here. I'm not taking any pending order here. I'll wait for the market to react bearishly, and then I'll take entries. So what do we have? What I'm expecting right here to short this market down to this order block here, the market, the liquidity area, and this inefficiency point. These are my targets for the next week. Hopefully, will be going good. Now for the GBP again, somewhat similar structure. We have tap this order block here, liquidity grab, or which you can say stop hunts, and then price will claim this range. You can call it the range low, right? So what I'm expecting now is the price to range, price to go up, and again we have an order block here, which is an opportunity to short it. So we'll be expecting price to come down, maybe liquidity hunt in this region. So somewhat similar plan for GBP as well, or JPY. Usually I don't trade this pair, but the market structure looks convincing to me. So yeah, we have this range with this MSI market structure high, this market structure low. The price basically, the previous market structure high was this one. This was the previous market structure high. This was the previous market structure low. The price reclaimed this market structure low, and then it goes up, and the next downstream the price broke down. So we have a new range high here, we have a new range low here, but I'm expecting the price to range up maybe to this order block here, and then we can down. We have the previous market structure high, this one, and the previous market structure low, this one. Since this is broken down, we have a market structure break. and new ranges have been set up. This is market structure high. This is market structure low. It is ranging between it. If you put fibs in this area, fibs in this area, let me put the fibs in this area. So price to reclaim this 0.5 fib area, goes to this area, which is a golden pocket, and then we will be rejecting them. This is the least I'm expecting. However, the price goes on and reclaims this range high, I'll be long. So, which is less likely. If we go to the high time frame area, we are in oversold territory. We are in oversold territory, right? This is oversold territory. Since we are in oversold territory, what? So the price to come down from here. So this is my most likely scenario. I'll be taking next week, and we will be targeting this liquidity point. We have basically, you can take this area as well. This and this. Somewhat similar. This is what I'm expecting for the next week. Okay. And one more structure, USD CAD. This is my alternate USD CAD. Since my orders were ladder down from here to here, or I guess one of them has been filled already. So the price is coming down. I will expect price to go below this area, and again reclaim this order block, and then we go up. So this is what I'm expecting and a scenario for USD CAD. Why do I expect that? We have DXY bullish continuation. DXY is about to reclaim this range. So from there we are expecting this void to be claimed. So this is most likely scenario for me. The DXY, and if it happens, if this void gets filled, we are expecting GBP/USD to visit this area here, and the EUR/USD to visit this area here. So I'll be looking at it, updating my scenarios. As soon as these trades played out, I'll be updating all scenarios level by level. Right, so this is all done from my side. I'll be handing over stream to GK now if he has anything to share. I'll be signing off now. Okay, GK, you can take over the stream now. We have GK with us.
Yeah. Hi Sam, hi everyone.
Hello GK, how are you doing?
In screen sharing.
It's again off. Okay.
No, it's not.
You're done. You're done.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be very quick this time, just to show these few indices which I trade most besides Bitcoin and Ethereum and alts. So look, this is SP 500. Basically, this is the trend line which I'm watching, and look, here has 1, 2. Then this was just deep down, 3, 4. And on Thursday, when we had this 5-7% decline of S&P, we again touched exactly this trend line, which is very much which is very strong. So we support this. If we go to Dow Jones, look, this exhaustion gap. This is breakaway downside gap, and this is basically, so when we if I go now to 4 hour, when we went down, and from the top, if I take Fib lines, basically bounce back, it was exactly to 0.38, and then it went down again, test this line again, and came back. So now I'm watching for this week basically two scenarios. Also, this bullish dollar continuation supports. I'm more inclined that we will break this line probably and go down. So if this will happen somehow, I try. If we will go down, if we will break it, we will come. Also, I will watch this line 5,000, 2016 to catch it. Try to catch it to here. I will short it from here to here. But on the other side, it's not excluded that these two gaps will be filled. But these two gaps, these breakaway and exhaustion gaps, are the less likely to get filled from the gaps. So maybe they will get filled. So I will look also possibility if on Monday, Tuesday, we will go up, but I will long it only here. And if we will break this resistance, then probably we will come again to top. Then I'll try to long it all this way here up, maybe have double top, and then probably we will go down. But more likely, I think more likely for this week is this scenario. Also, if I looked also USD pairs which you were showing, this is euro will decline, Canadian dollar will decline. This would support that S&P also will go down. There's again, of course, probably first scenario that sometime you'll just range here and then we will go up or down only here. Maybe we wait some news, some macro news which will trigger after this ranging continuation. So this is S&P scenario I'm looking. I think when we go for this line or this line, longing or shorting can bring quite nice trades. Second is gold. I posted this chart today on your Discord group. I think here's not much to say. I think gold generally macro is ready to test 1,800, but before that, I think we will go down and then up. What I look much more is today is silver, because if I go to ratio between silver and gold, just a second, I have to find it. Look, it's too high. One bear flag, bear flag down, second bear flag, and probably from this we will go again to the low and go to at one point to this. So when I watch silver, I think we are now still in the accessing trend line. We are here forming some kind of bull flag. We're on the bottom of the channel, so I expect that we will respect this line and go up, and here we will break it and came to first target should be 1870, 1880 probably, more or less. If we will break this line, then I will short it. Then I will try to short it here, and let's go down. Probably in this case, target for shorting. First target would be at least this line. Last thing, it's very, very similar to silver. It's still in some kind of bull flag, it's rising all the time. It's at the end of the channel. Here still we have this gap which we didn't feel, and expect we will feel it. So maybe we will have some time. I expect we will have some time of ranging, and then at some point we will try to fill the gap, and then probably we will start the way down. What is here? What I'm here looking this week, really, because it's very interesting for trading from here to here. It's 6%. So it's very nice. You can do very nice intraday, 2-day, 3-day scalps in this range. Just to pick it, even if you go to top of the line, it's additional 5%. So, but this is, look, it is matter of 10 days. We're going up and down 10%. So some good scalping can be done. But I will not scalp it. I will not scalp it. The channel, I would scalp it here. I would scalp it here, here, and here. So I would not wait that we touch top of the channel, because then it takes too long time. So I would try to long it here, stop long, wait what happens if we go down, short it, or long it again here. So you gave some very good overview of alts. I prepared 2 alts, but it's more or less the same, which you already showed. I also today found this one. I think this is really very interesting chart. We will for sure reach this one, and also this one I posted across the trend line. Very nice accumulation, broke down one time, go again, found new support, and I think we will go up here for sure to 83, which is again some nice, if I go from the bottom of the channel and should be, it's 60%, even if here it's 45%, I probably more safe play it, try to catch, to enter the trade here, and then wait that I come to here. So this is from my side. 4 trades. I think the week is very much interesting. What will happen with S&P, will break down or will not break down, and this will also affect also everything else from gold to the currency pairs, FX trading, and also might affect BTC, what happens with Bitcoin. So want to see what happens tomorrow, and then I will set up the trades for this week.
Thank you, GK, for your contribution. If anyone else wants to share some chats with us, we have all ears. If anyone wants to ask some questions, we can take them. And we had a question about covering a gold chart, and we have which is covered by GK pretty nicely. But I'm expecting the GK as the both gold and silver. They both go in the same trend. So if you're bullish on silver, why you're not bullish on gold? I just think that gold should hit at least 1757, in my opinion, before coming down from there.
Sorry. If I'm bullish on gold, why I'm not?
If you're bullish on silver, but you're not seems to be bullish on gold. That's what I said.
No, what I think that gold will range sometime and silver will be more bullish. I'm very much more interested in silver. I think that gold will go up, but before it will go up, it will test the bottom of the range, or at least mid-range, current range, while the silver is, I think, ready to go up and to catch basically the difference, which, if you saw my EXU and EXG correlation, how do you say to this chart, I think that gold, silver will catch gold. That's why I'm more bullish on silver than on gold.
Yeah, okay. I did mark some charts on gold. It's pretty much old marking, but if you can see here, let's arrange it. Okay, we have this swing high here, and we have this swing low here. The price has pretty much reclaimed the range EQ here. If we mark this area, the price pretty much has reclaimed this. Pretty much have reclaimed the range EQ here. So it's my opinion that if the price, since the price has reclaimed the range EQ here, So the gold is expected to move here and then maybe here. Also, we have resistance here. So if the gold goes up here and there is rejection, we have a nice short lined up here. So this is where I just think that GK might be right, uh, that we might have a fake out here, and then we came back in the channel and then we short it. So we'll wait for the next week, but this is my swing high. So this is basically the area where we can short the call in the region of 1741 to 1765. More likely, this will be the area where we'll be shorting gold and we'll be targeting this liquidity area here. This region. This will be this I'll be targeting. So yeah, well, I forgot one setup which was shared by me in the channel, but it didn't go to my sell orders. I just don't like when then setups just play out, front run your entry points and then go to the target. It has reached the target pretty nicely here, but it didn't go and fill my bids here. My bids were lined up in this area. It didn't fill, but it does play out very good. So what we can do right now, we can wait for some reaction here, and then we can take another shot here. So this is all from my side. Because we have covered many setups for the next week, and if half of them played out nicely, we can gather some, we can back some really good gains. I guess so. All right, anyone. If we have any questions, we can answer. If any setups you want us to cover, we can do this right now. Uh, do we have any requests for the charts to cover? I guess we did pretty good, and what the BTC is doing. BTC should behave what it's very tight. So BTC is not acting up, and since BTC is not ranging, we are bagging some very good gains in the alts. Right, everyone. If we don't have any chart request, I guess let's conclude the stream now, and we'll be meeting again next week, hopefully, and we'll be doing some more good analysis for the coming week. I'll be doing some midweek analysis as well, like short analysis. I've been planning this for quite some time. So if anything change of the plan comes up, I'll be doing a midweek stream, and this will be uploaded into our reviews video review section as well. We had a question. Great, thanks, Mohammed, for your contribution as well. I hope our more streams will be pretty good now. So let's conclude the session, and thank you everyone for your time, for being with us, for sharing your insights with us, and for trading with us. And hopefully we'll be doing pretty good trading in the coming week as well. So let's milk the market. Right, everyone. Thanks for your presence. Thanks for your contribution. Thanks, GK, for your updates, for your charts. We'll be doing next stream as well. Bye bye from my side.